Welcome back to Sloppy Freaking Art today. So let's get right to it. Alright, we gotta get this more. This time we're using markers. This time it's not paint. So here we go. We're gonna make some weird shapes. Just put a shape up there. And here we are. Now, does that shape make sense to you? No, but it doesn't need to. It's a weird shape. Do 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 do. So how do you make a crappy circle? Well, let's see. There you go. There's a crappy circle. Actually, it's like a broken banana. All right. Let's see. What else can we do? Gonna do this shape, some other shape, and then we got some other shapes, dude. There you go. Messy shapes. Today is Messy Shapes Day. So this is gonna be a part of that playlist called Mess Central. Shit Central. Welcome to Shit Central. I might even decide to shade these in. Oh man. All right, let me see. Trying a different marker this time. It's like a lighter brown. Let me see. I haven't touched these markers in months. I was like, whoa, dude. While I was just clearing out some stuff, or better yet, just rearranging some stuff, I just found these markers. Forgot about them all that time. So now this is what we're gonna do. Sloppy stars. And there's a star. Okay? There's a freaking star. And what else? Let me see. Alright, got that shape. Let's try another shape. Got that shape, dude. And let's try another shape. More smelly shapes. I'm just kidding. They're like, what the hell are you supposed to be doing? Some random ass human just comes in here and says, what the hell are you supposed to be doing? Smelly shapes, dude. Smelly shapes. There you go. Another sloppy shape. Weird Shapes Central. And here's another one. Probably should start using the other color again. That other brown thing. Let me see. Put something in here. So now you have your usual heart. You got a triple heart this time. All right. So there you go. And things happen. So let's try something else. There's a jacked up square. Okay. And let's try something else. That looks like the thing on top, doesn't it? Almost. But it's even jacked upper. There. Looks like a crown almost. Okay. Let me try this other color again. And let me see. We're going to put some swigglies in here. Swigglies. Got some swigglies. Shit art. Oh, you can't submit that in your portfolio. You are cursing. How dare you walk into this place? Where do I submit my art? And then ask me to help you submit your art. That is foul language, young lady. You are kicked out. Just imagine walking in somewhere and saying that stuff and then they kick you out because of foul language. Piss poor. You're kicked out. You could take the trip to Losersville because you were cursing. There's no such thing as Losersville. They think they're the only thing that exists. By the way, me saying that, I never went somewhere, submitted a portfolio, and said, here, do you like my stuff? No, it looks like trash. What is that? First of all, if you think it looks like trash, it's because you suck. Okay, you're supposed. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't tell somebody that you're supposed to like my stuff. Okay, you're supposed to like it. Never written my name with my left hand. As a matter of fact, I take that back. Yes, I did. Okay. There. It's the best I could do. Tina. Actually, it doesn't look all that sloppy. I guess I'm officially ambidextrous. I guess I am. Oh, wait. The marker's upside down. Oops. Oops. Alright, now let's try another color. I think I'm going to use this one. Now let's shade some of these in. But I'm going to leave some white in there. Oops. I burst again. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, dude. This is gonna look so unneat. So I'm not even gonna neaten it. It's just gonna look really unneat. And, you know, in a lot of ways, dude. Art, art, artsy, fartsy, art. Art, art, artsy, fart. Oh, God, I can't help myself. I can't even help it sometimes, dude. This might be my favorite thing to do next. Markers. I will use paint again. The paint one was the best one because it even smells good. I don't know about you guys, but after you know, I could go back and smell the other pictures you could watch. It actually smells pretty good. New office buildings. I love like the smell of new stuff, dude. I just do. Smell of new office. I literally just smell the air. I said smell the air, dude. Like, man, new places smell nice. And then, of course, there's that, oops, got the regular white part marked. That's okay. It's sloppy art. Oops, I didn't even mean to do that. Yep, that stuff, and what else? Some other thing. Yep. Mediterranean food, Italian food. Japanese food smells good. Korean, I had Korean before. Actually, it's not that bad. I think their best thing was kimchi. Or at least that one place I had kimchi. Actually, some people said kimchi smells bad. I don't know, dude. Their kimchi was dry, so I thought it was okay. Yep. That imitation hash brown looking thing. You know, like for Passover, you had that hash brown thing. Yep. Actually, it tastes pretty good. Yeah, I didn't want to talk about food. I don't eat like that. I really don't eat that much. But when I do enjoy something, it might be something of that nature. Or just, typical American food. You know, you got your burgers and you got your fries, dude, and stuff like that. And then maybe a salad. So, salads are the best. Salads are the best. Chicken salads for sure. Oh, they're all colored. They're all colored in. At least the brownish parts were colored in. Let me try the other pink. Or like that was fuchsia. Try this one. Here you go. Alright, so let's see. What else do I like? I like a lot of things. I like a lot of different things. I'll even take up something new. And then I didn't realize that whole time, man, I really like this. There's a lot of stuff. You take up something different, you realize, man, I didn't realize I like this. I didn't realize I was missing out on this. Like, for example, I sucked at third-person games because I wanted to look at the character. And then I started playing first-person games more often. I mean, I did start off with Call of Duty and shit like that. That game was terrible. That series sucks. It got worse, after Modern Warfare 2, the third one looks just like the second one. And it's not enough to say what it takes place after. Yeah, but they could at least change a little bit more, you know what I mean? To change a little bit more. And then when they do make changes, Some persons whined about it not being boots on the ground. I'm thinking it's a Call of Duty game still. That doesn't take away from the fact that it's Call of Duty. They wanted to go back to the original thing. I'm thinking the reason why some things change is because you see the same shit all the time. They should go back to the World War II, man. They should go back to that, which they did. It actually looked pretty good, but it got old. How much more of the same thing do you need? So you have games like the Resident Evil series, right? That changed because it made sense for it to change. You'll have mini outbreaks, and then you'll have like a big outbreak, stuff like that. So it infected an entire town. It makes sense that it went from, typical survival horror to like action. That makes sense. That's possible. That's possible. Threats can get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you need teams that Chris has, and then he goes in and saves the day. That stuff makes sense. It makes sense that could possibly happen. And the fact that the series doesn't die is because evil people don't die. Evil is always born. Is never going to die. Like foolishness. As that one art teacher I had, he always said 2 things don't die: stupidity, and evil. Yeah. Sure, I guess, I guess that's 100% true. Not really. I guess one of the reasons why it doesn't die is because food is always a thing. If people didn't need food, you wouldn't have evil, if you actually think about it. If you didn't need oxygen, you wouldn't need to worry about that stuff. It's because your physical and the body has to go through processes and crap like that people do stuff like that. That's pretty much the reason why it exists. If it wasn't for trash like that, it's not trash. I'm not going to sit there and say food is trash. The body eats it. Yeah, to sustain itself. It needs to eat, and stuff like that. So I'm thinking it's okay to torture yourself and not eat that day. Teach it. You don't need it every day. You don't need to eat every day. Mostly, I just eat 1 meal a day. But what did I eat today? Nothing, pretty much. Woke up, ate nothing. Literally just ate nothing. Here it is. I ate a Snickers, though. That was it. Ate a Snickers, and that was it, dude. That was it. Peanuts. Yeah, chocolate is good for you, just not that version of chocolate. Just not that version. It's milk chocolate is not necessarily the best for you, but dark chocolate is healthy. Very healthy. That was pretty much it, dude. One thing I definitely need to do away with is like Red Bull. Red Bull, it does give you energy. It gives me energy and all, but I need to just rely on myself and tell myself, listen, the only energy I have is me. So that's the one thing I guess I should do. Stop doing that. There was a period of time when I did away with it. I don't get addicted to this stuff. I'm not able to have an addiction. I'm not able to, so that's a plus. I could literally just get rid of stuff. If I take it back up again, it's probably because I just wanted it, I haven't had these in a while. But anyway, that's me rambling. Wait, I wasn't finished talking about the video games. Why the game was why it makes sense that it is what it is. Maybe I should start reviewing video games. You got some new games coming out. They're doing something. Wait, it's the 10th. There's supposed to be something that they're downloading, like something online for like a new Resident Evil game. It's probably Outbreak number 3. I'm thinking, what the hell, dude? All those years after they made Resident Evil Outbreak 2, they decided to make a 3rd one. I don't think that's what they were doing. If Capcom released something, I have to go on YouTube and check out what they released. There's a lot of good updates on video games and all that stuff on YouTube. And sites to check is Kotaku, and what's another one to check for stuff like that? IGN. But people always love to say IGN. The first 2 letters IGN is how you spell ignorant, and the reason why they say that is because they always do shit reviews. They do reviews that caters to the masses. Oh, it's not Call of Duty. The masses want another Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the best thing. Everybody loves following the damn crowd. I'm thinking that's not the only good thing that's out there. And then when an entirely different style of game comes out, people are saying, "Oh, is it gonna have easy mode in it? Is it gonna be an easy game?" I'm thinking, back when I was a lot younger, there was no such thing as this super easy shit. Well, I think there kind of was. I think the first video game I picked up ever was like when I was 8 years old. It was the Tony Hawk PlayStation 2 game. I think it was Tony Hawk 2, something like that. So long. Yeah, I guess you could call it a long time. I'm 24 now, so I guess you could call it a long time ago. It's like the end of the first quarter of my life. I mean third. Why'd I say quarter? First third of my life. Yeah, third. 2/3, an extra 2/3 later. Still playing them. There's a lot to explore out there, gameplay wise. You got skateboarding games. You got what else you have? You got all kind of stuff out there. Oh, that game sucks. It's just skateboarding. Yeah, I guess it would. Just all you're doing is the same thing. Hop this rail, hop that rail, hop this rail, hop that. It's the same shit, literally. But we just enjoy it. But why don't you like Call of Duty? Do you at least like Halo? Nope. So when it comes to like Xbox exclusives, right? I would not pick up an Xbox just to play Halo, dude. No. You gotta have like a really decent ass exclusive, like what they have for PlayStation, like the Uncharted games. You gotta have something really decent like that. What else do you have to have? Lately PlayStation 4 has had a lot of good what is it? Goddamn, what? I'm sitting here focusing on color and losing my thought process a little bit. Got it, color. What's another good one? Now you hear how I think of some other persons when they deal with this same industry, like games and stuff. You gotta learn to like a new game by yourself. Exclusives and all that stuff. And then I don't get the purpose of console wars. Oh, PlayStation's better than Xbox. I've actually played almost every console, just about. I've done PC gaming. I stick to mostly PlayStation because they have the best exclusives. Xbox lacks exclusives. At least lately it does. But I still think it's an okay console. It's an okay console. You might have a better online experience with that compared to PlayStation. Like the 3, when you download stuff, it takes, I don't understand how on the 4 it takes less time to install a game. It took forever. If you need to install games on PlayStation, it took forever. If you need to install an entire 10 gigabytes, it takes almost half, well, no, it doesn't literally take half a day. It takes over an hour. PlayStation was slow as shit. You pick the game up that day, you can't wait to play it that day. It takes forever to install that. And then there are some games you could just play it without installing. So I was like, that's a plus. That's always a plus, dude. Always a plus. Some games require installation. That way it plays better. PS4, everything has to install. They say, oh, that way you don't have any issues with the game. But here's the problem. with PS4. Why is it that the console itself needs to crash sometimes? Why does it need to do that? Now, if you're playing a game where it's a manual save, the problem with that is going to be you got to go back to the last manual save. That shit sucks. So let's say you're playing Resi 4 or 2, like the remake, right? You have to go back to the last spot. And it could have been, you probably saved the game in the police station. And then by the time you got down to the part where you dealt with the dogs, you gotta go all the way back. That shit is terrible. That's the thing about manual saves. That shit is terrible, dude. Why does it do that? Sometimes it has to do with the fact it needs to update. And then it just randomly does it. That's a game that lacks checkpoint. Well, if you're playing it on hardcore mode, it doesn't have checkpoints. That shit is terrible. Why does it do that? What else is an issue? Like that's what makes the consoles, I guess. I don't know. I guess Xbox One does the same thing too. Like when Xbox One first came out, the biggest issue it had was that you couldn't share games and that everything was locked pretty much to yourself. Once that game is installed, you can't share it. You can't trade it. And I'm thinking it's a fucking disc. What you mean you can't trade it? It's a fucking disc, dude. What you mean you can't trade the game in? Obviously, I mean, that makes sense if it's a download. It was something they did. That serial number on that disc, the console knows who else had it, and it was required. I think that's how it works. It sounds like that's the best way that it could work. The console. What else is the issue? Now they're actually not getting better. They're actually not getting better. But when they first came out, when they had their first batch of problems, The console can't fucking pick up. No, not it can't pick up. It picks up that somebody else played it, and you're not allowed to be offline. You know, some people on YouTube, they just took the damn thing, shot it outside, took a gun to it. I was like, that's funny. They were that pissed off. I don't want to play this anymore. This is a old Call of Duty's old now. I played through the campaign. I only play it for the campaigns. I don't want to play zombie mode. Some people play it just to play the zombies. I'm thinking if you look at Black Ops 3, this latest zombies mode that came out, it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. It doesn't look any. The scenery looks the same. I don't understand how you play the same. Buy $60 for the same shit the next year. Pay $60 for the same piece of shit the next year. I don't understand that. But you know the title, dude. The title. That's the only thing that's keeping Activision alive. Is shit like that. You know, other than that, with all the stuff that Activision has sold that hardly sells anyway, they would have just gone bankrupt. Like what was that, THQ and some other. No, was that the original THQ? I don't know. I think the THQ they have is probably always it. There's another one that's making me think of THQ, another one that went out of business. Some of those go out of business is the shit that they sell wasn't selling. They probably would have, and I would say the same about Sega, but they're still pushing. What else? Oh, we're finished. What else is a problem? What else do I think is a problem? So you had that issue with Xbox. That was what I was saying. Another. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place now. What else I was gonna say about what they're doing lately? What they're doing lately is they're trying to make it digital only. I'm thinking, listen. Activision's problem is that they lost a lot of licenses to certain games. Like when it came to Marvel games, they would always lose the license to it. They would just let the license go away because they know that stuff is not popular. First of all, if you cater to kids, it's not going to be popular. Adults, like mostly adults back when they were younger, that stuff was popular with them. So when I was going to school, it was less popular. It was definitely less popular. That's part of it. People my age are probably less likely to play those. Some people even younger than me are probably even less likely to play it. So it was definitely popular back during their times. And some of that stuff is losing popularity. The Spider-Man that came out last year, that's popular with all the 30-year-olds that stick with the comic books today. So most of the gaming industry, like the demographics of people who play games that help give the gaming industry what it has, like money-wise, it's mostly 30-year-olds. Mostly 30 is you have more 30-year-olds than people my age playing video games. People in their 30s and above. Yes, you have 60-year-old people, 60-year-old women. 60-year-old women, 60-year-old men, 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds. You have people that just love escaping into La La Land. They play it. I see some spots where I want to, put some more color in there. They still play it. Who knows? I might be playing games up to those ages. You never know. I don't know. That depends. Depends on where I am. Could be dead by that time, just saying. Um, yeah. Now we're all done. Oh wait, I didn't finish saying what I was saying. I was just coloring that in there. So yeah, you have that. That's the demographic. It's mostly 30-year-olds. Who else plays it? 20-year-olds. Some of them, some people my age, but it's mostly people in their 30s. And a lot of those people are approaching 40. So that demographic is going to change to 40 because it's the same people that you had a demographic for 30. It's the same persons. As they get older, that number is going to change. It's the same people. It's the exact same people. Okay? That's why that trash does not sell. What you put out there, that cheap stuff you just throw out there, and I mean cheap, not in price, but the quality you put in there is just shit quality. It's terrible gameplay. Terrible gameplay. The gameplay sucks. The story is no good. The characters, I mean, they're exactly what we want them to be, whether it's Spider-Man or some other character. So they figure, oh, kids don't care about the acting and all that stuff. That may be true. That's probably why the game looks the way it does. Some people do care about the acting, and some people just care about the gameplay. They just care about the fact that they get to beat up, enemies. So here's my issue with free roam games. A lot of them tend to look alike. So when you play one and you play the next, why does this one look like the other one? So that's another thing. It's repetitive. They look the same. You're not putting anything different out there. Oops, I dropped it. You're not putting anything different out there. You might as well, try something else. Everything doesn't have to be free roam just because it's a movie tie-in. Oh, it takes place in New York, so that means people want to free roam around New York. Yeah, they probably do, but if it's gonna feel exactly the same way as the other game does, you might as well just not do that and give it like an exact story. Something that's linear and it has like a crazy progression. Just do something different. Um, which they have with Spider-Man Friend or Foe and Web of Shadows, and I'm talking about the PlayStation 2 version that wasn't free roam like the PlayStation 3 version. So that had two versions of gameplay, game style rather, when they were designing it. The actually, and I have to say, the PS2 version is a lot better than the PlayStation 3 version. It's very bland. I don't know, for some reason I just didn't like that one. I don't know. I might be different compared to some other people saying why not. I mean, obviously the PlayStation 3 is gonna have a lot that's better than the PS2. Yeah, but I hate to break it to you, when it came to that game and they had two different versions of it, PS2 version was a lot better because it kept changing the environments and stuff just kept looking different. You know, what else would I say? When it came to those kind of games, you're hoping that something different came out. That doesn't always happen. So free roam is okay, but Beenox did something different. So I actually like what Beenox did. When they started developing Spider-Man games, it looked a lot better. So now Activision is no longer dealing with Spider-Man games anymore. Now we have Insomniac Games, and Sony worked a deal with them, and got that out there. So now it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. So there used to be a time where you could play any Spider-Man game on any console. You got to have a PS4 to play that one. So yes, it is free roam, and the missions are different, and the story was very unique, and it had a lot going on in there. It had a lot going on. There was a lot to that game. There was a lot of different things you could do in that game. It's a lot better than the previous ones. I will say the Beenox Amazing Spider-Man 2 was pretty much on par with this one. Um, the story was excellent. They took time. They took care with the story. But Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Amazing Spider-Man 1 were like their best ones that came before that one. And I think they're working on the second one, the Insomniac games. I think so. So when it comes to like Marvel games, you might want to stay away from people that are trying to follow the script of the film that came out, and rather just give it its own story. It's better that way. It looks original. It looked like you had something that you wanted to bring to the world, rather than just because kids watch the film, they may want to play the game too. Um, yeah, the games are always trash when it comes to that, and when it comes to games like Resident Evil and stuff like that. In another situation, the games came first. Okay, so when they started making films for those live action films with that Russian actress, some people may know who her name is. That Russian actress, her name is Mia Jovovich. I forgot it. Yeah, I think that's her. Yeah, that's the person. Oh my God, why did this fucking thing do this? I don't need that there thing. Thank you. I dropped the phone again. Yeah, that woman. You probably know her name because you watched it a lot. She's great, but the films weren't. Okay, the first one was good. The second one was okay. Then the third, then the fifth. By the time they got to the fifth one, they I think they were getting tired. And it started to look like shit after a while. I'm sorry, they looked tired. They put everything in a simulator. It was a cash grab. The games get better and better over time, but no, and that the sixth one they made, that was their last one. Yeah, this video's about to end soon. So I may add more to what I'm about to say when it came to like video games and blah 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 blah. Wait, I'm just gonna wait to see what it does now. Oh, we're at the 30-minute mark. We are? Oh no, it's still going. I thought it cut off. I literally thought it cut off. I think the reason why last time it did that was because we were at I ran out of space. That's what happened. What else? Oh yeah. When it came to that game, and I heard they made films for the Silent Hill series. I heard it was terrible. I never bothered watching it. It probably was. Like, you know, if there's a game, you know, if there's a game that a lot of people like and you try to make films off it, and people that didn't play the games think the films were good because they never played the games and they don't understand why. There are people that probably hate those films. I mean, I don't hate them. They're entertaining and all, but other people hate them because they want it to be a lot like the games and they weren't. So if I'm not mistaken, Capcom said that they don't want persons that were going to do films based off of the Resident Evil series. They don't want them making it look like their games. They don't want it looking like that at all. Thinking, why the heck do I have stains on my hands? Probably from the marker. Yeah, they don't want it looking like that at all. That's what they said. So you know, people are saying, why does it look like this? And the reason why Resident Evil 5, the game, looks the way it does is because the films changed the game series. That's weird. That's weird that's the situation. I think they wanted to cater to Call of Duty fans, not try to be like the films. You know, I think they wanted to cater to the Call of Duty. That's why that changed, and people started fucking hating it. People hated 5. Now 5's considered a classic. People hated 6. Then after 6 came out, like I think after 3 months of the game being out, the sales tanked. The sales went down. Or not the sales. No, the sales didn't go down. The price went down. I think in less than 3 months, the price went down to $20. So if you pre-ordered the game and got it for $60, 3 months later, you probably were thinking, man, I probably should have gotten this 3 months later. It went $20 down, dude. But I wasn't exactly disappointed about that. I actually enjoyed the game the whole time. People hated it because it changed too much, and they're thinking, oh, this is trying to be something else. In a way it was, but at the same time, the way the game, went on, it made a lot of sense. It made a heck of a lot of sense, dude. A heck of a lot of sense. Yeah, it made a heck of a lot of sense. Oh, man. I'm laughing because of the stuff people said. So I remember talking to a person about the game, and I asked him, did you play that part of the game? He said, no, but it sucks. How do you know it sucks? 9 times out of 10, you watched a YouTube video where a lot of people hate it, and you just took their opinion and decided not to play the game. So you played the rest of the game, so you didn't get your whole $60 worth because you decided to listen to somebody else. It's hard talking to people that can't have their own opinion. You know, I need people to have their own opinion, so... You know, so we can actually have a good discussion about it, but they can't for some reason. So I'm not saying all this as if I should start reviewing games. It's saying, try not to take my word for it. I played this. I think it's excellent. You might like it too. If you enjoyed this game, since this game is kind of based off that other game, you might actually like it. You may actually like it. And here's another reason. Another reason why some people would like a game is because someone else liked it. So that's why they got the game, knowing that they actually probably don't like it because the game is missing some sort of quality. Oh, well, everybody else said it was good, so I'm just going to buy it because everybody else said it was good. Everybody else said it was trash, so I'm not going to buy it. Well, when some people review it and say it's the best thing around, and you decide to not buy it because someone else said it was trash, if that's controlling how you buy something, something's wrong with you. I'm interested in, I'll play the game if people say it's trash or if it's good, because I want to see why they said it's trash. So I'll look at reviews, but I'm not going to let them, influence what I do. So I'll get it to see why it's trash. I'm not going to let them influence me and say, don't get it because this is a bad game. Oh, so some people will say something was bad. I got it and I saw what was good in it. I didn't see anything wrong with that, the way it was set up. I didn't see anything wrong with that. And I have a tendency to like some of everything too. So, I mean, a real gamer would try everything to see what makes something, what it is without being swayed by somebody else. I'll get it to see why you said that, and you know, make my own informed decision. So self-informed decision. I don't really don't like listening to other individuals. Oh, that's bad. This is good. This is bad. This is terrible. Sometimes they're right, and other times they're freaking wrong. There's nothing. I didn't see anything wrong with that. I didn't see anything wrong with that. You know, I really don't have any specific drama that I'll say is better than the other because I'll play all those genres. I mean, play racing games, hack and slash games like Devil May Cry, excuse me, or Bayonetta, or what's another one? Another genre you'll have like Resident Evil games. That's considered the survival horror series. So you had Resident Evil pretty much started that. Then you had Silent Hill. What else games came out? Dead Space. That was a good series. All three. People hated the third one. I still played it. I don't care if you hate the third one. I'm gonna play it anyway. It may not be as good as the first one in terms of like horror ishness. It wasn't as scary. So it lost that effect. The first one was definitely scary. The second one, it was pretty good. It was very intense in its action and all that stuff, but it was scary too. But not as much as the first one. The third one definitely lost its edge on that, but I still thought it was okay. It's still Dead Space. I thought it was okay. So I actually liked all three of those. So a lot of people could agree that that's kind of like what happened. People hated it. I don't have a reason to hate it. I really do not have a reason to hate that game at all. There's no need to. Um, Resident Evil 5, everybody hated 5 because it's action oriented. It's too action oriented. I'll tell you why 5 looks the way it does. There's a story around for the Resident Evil 5 game that and I saw the trailer for it. The 2008 trailer, like the original version of it. It was just one. Chris was by himself in that game, and the game was supposed to have just. Oops. What is that? The heck was that? Does that mean it's about to end? Yeah. So Chris was in Africa by himself. So they complained about the fact that Chris is a white guy in Africa shooting black zombies. I'm thinking what would you do if you were in Africa and you were shooting black zombies? I think you would shoot them too. You don't want to become one of them. You know, oh, but why does a white guy have to shoot zombies? That was the original version of Resident Evil 5. A lot of people don't know that. They said, oh, they were complaining about racism. So these were people in Africa that don't play video games complaining about the game. And somebody on a news station was complaining about that too. I bet you that female, even though she may be black, she doesn't play video games. I've played just about every Resident Evil game. I pretty much know why that took place. There was an outbreak. His part in that is to put an end to it. His part in that was to put an end to it, in which he did by the end. But the original version didn't come out. They put the black chick as his partner in there to make it look less racist. Okay, and to make it look less racist. Nothing about that game was meant to be racist. Just because you kill black enemies in the game doesn't make it racist. In Resident Evil 4, you're in Spain, right? Even though Capcom says, oh, it's somewhere that's not Spain, but they speak Spanish. They speak Spanish, and from what I heard, because I'm not very fluent in Spanish. I know some Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish. Somebody that speaks it really well knows the difference between the dialects. So you have 3 dialects: South American dialect, the Mexican dialect, and obviously Spain's dialect. There's 3 different ones. They were speaking the Mexican one. I'm thinking, dude, first of all, you're saying it's not Spain, and you couldn't get the dialect right. You should do more research. Capcom is terrible sometimes with research. So you're shooting Spanish people, right? They're not even zombies. You're shooting Spanish people that are infected with a parasite. In Africa, it wasn't a zombie virus anymore. It was a parasite. The same parasite from Resident Evil 4 in fucking Spain that they transported. Ada, she's one of the characters. She was there to infiltrate one of the labs to get a sample of the parasite, give it to Wesker, the main evil villain who dies in 5. He unleashes it on the people so he can then unleash the Ouroboros virus. His final act. He wants to be a god and shit like that in the game. He wants to that character was funny. He was cracking me. He wants to become a god in the game. That's what the game was about. His ass, okay? Him having a grandiose personality, and Jill and all this other shit. Chris was there to find Jill, not shoot black people. Okay? He cared about them, okay? He cared about them, and the lady he was with cared about them. That's not what the game about. This game's not about shooting black people. I'll tell you which games were about shooting black people. Look up on YouTube a game called Ethnic Cleansing and White Law. Those games are about shooting blacks, fucking Mexicans, and fucking whoever else they could think of. Okay? That's what it was about, okay? It's about shooting fucking black people, Mexicans, all these people, dude. Everybody. All these fucking human beings they don't like. These asshats don't like. That's what they were. Whoever made that game, they were fucking assholes. Alright? So, that's pretty much what the game was about. They wanted to shoot blacks, not themselves. I'm thinking, dude, put yourself in the game. What are you doing? Put yourself in the. No, that's why it's called ethnic cleansing. I ain't gonna kill myself. That's what the game was about. That's exactly what that game was about. Was killing other races of people. So the game was called White Law. And I'm thinking, yeah, these people don't have anything to live for. That's why they make games like this. It was poorly made. It was poorly everything. The game just looked like trash. I'm thinking, dude, you couldn't even get a good engine for the game. It looks like shit. And considering you have a shit personality, that's exactly why you made the game. So, that lady, she didn't know about that, but she knew about Resident Evil 5 because it was being, advertised. So, what else? I'm sorry, my nose itches like crazy. Whatever the hell is outside, whatever is outside is making me itch. I guess it's ragweed season. We're 40 minutes plus into this video, so I could literally do this for a long time. So sorry, you guys. So sorry, you fellow human beings. Yeah, that's what the game was about. Was putting it into a freaking outbreak. So it was initially about him finding his old partner, Jill. Okay, he cares about brownies. He didn't want to hurt any brownies. Chris had nothing against brownies. I can't imagine him making a character that's against black people. That obviously it wouldn't sell. You're more into money, right? So and blacks spend the most money. They'll buy anything, right? If you know anything about the demographic of black people and how they fucking spend money, right? That black dollar is very powerful. Why would they do that? And a lot of them play the Resident Evil games, and I bet you other blacks know about the game. They're gonna say, "Oh, there was no racism in that game whatsoever." And, other people say, "Well, I didn't see it. I didn't really see that in there." I mean, it's about the whole series is about taking out zombies. So if it just so happened that an outbreak just happened in Africa, where mostly black people live, and obviously you don't want to get eaten. What do you expect? What do you expect? Anybody, even the other brownies that survive. And they said that, in the story, Sheva, his partner, the black lady rather, she was supposed to be by his side later on in the game, not be an AI partner throughout the game. So what you have now, rather than the original version, she's there from the beginning till the end. In the original version, she was supposed to just be there towards the end. So they were a group of rebels just rebelling against the zombie. You're supposed to have, that's where they were supposed to come out. At least that's the story that I got. Because I was looking for more information on what the game was supposed to be about and why people were bitching about it so bad. So I thought it was probably going to be an okay game. And, I like to judge things for myself. Now, I'm not saying racism doesn't happen. It does happen. But in a video game, I highly doubt it. There's some games where they do, where they want to be fucking racist and all that idiot shit, Oh, let's kill these people. Let's kill those people. So some silly black person, look, let's go make a game where we're killing white folks. There's plenty of games where you can do that. They're already out there. There's plenty of games where you can do that. They're already out there. Yeah, I'm thinking reverse racism is not going to help. That's only going to further all that bullshit. It doesn't help at all. So I don't know what idiot thought, oh, well, we got to turn around and be racist. That's only going to try to get them to think, oh, well, you know what? We know what we're talking about. We were right to do that because look, they're doing it to us. What happens if the whole time they were baiting you to do that? You're stupid. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's a waste of energy. Just don't talk to these people. Just don't talk to these people. And it's not everybody that's doing it. So, Don't talk to those people. Whoever it is that's playing the racism power game against you to get you to play the race card, pull the race card. Don't fucking talk to these people. Just don't talk to them. That's all. So it's bad enough now. People are bitching in our games. I can't now. We can't always enjoy games. So some games. Let's talk about Nita Sarkeesian now. That lady. There was now she. I don't think she really deals with it anymore. I think she moved on to something else. That's smart if she did. There will be some of us. We play games. I don't see the problems that she was talking about. At least I don't have those issues. She said, "Oh, there are male toxic gamers that are too toxic for the girls online." Nobody knows that I'm a girl online unless I say so. Unless I say so. And I almost never had issues with people online. Never. Some people are foul, and some people have gamer tags called "lick my balls." Literally, lick my balls. That shit is annoying to read sometimes, but yeah, that shit is up there. So if you lose against, I'm gonna get revenge against that fuck. You think I'm a loser, then you turn around and say that shit. I'm gonna get revenge against that piece of shit. I'll say something like that. If you lose to the person, fuck that person. I'm gonna get that fuckhead later on. I might say something like that, but I'm not gonna bitch about like, oh, this is terrible against us, females. No, just say, haha. So now lick my ass cheeks, you fuck. I'm gonna shit in your face. How about that? No, you just return it, or better yet, just ignore it. Usually, like on average, I ignore it. Sometimes it's annoying. I'm gonna get them back. They think they could win and then say that trash. I'm gonna get that person back. Other times, I'd rather just fucking ignore it and move on. She doesn't play games hardcore. She had like a whole set of